These guys, Handheld Legend, they've been around, I'm not even sure for how long. I know it's been some years though. I've bought stuff from them a while back. I think it was several years ago. They sell like items for handheld modding. You know, they sell buttons, they sell mod kits, screen replacements, new screens for, modding, better screens for handhelds, Game Boys, Game Boy Advances. I remember it was a few years ago, I bought Neo Geo Pocket LCD screens that I was doing mods for, and a few other things. So they hit me up recently saying, hey, we want to send you something. They wanted to send me a Game Boy Advance that they modded out. So they do sell pre-modded Game Boy Advances, and they sell all the mods so you could do it yourself. And they wanted to surprise me. They didn't like let me pick anything, nothing like that. So I'm very grateful, mind you. I'm very grateful that they sent this to me. Obviously, it's for the purpose of promoting their website. So, I'll have a link down below. You can check them out if you want to buy a pre-modded handheld or anything else they sell, or just take a look. They sell tons of stuff, controller mods for Nintendo Switch, old school systems, handhelds, Handheld Legend, right? So they sent me this. They sent me an Easy Flash Omega. This is a flash cart for the Game Boy Advance. They don't sell it with like an SD card or games or anything. This is a tool that you got to set up yourself. They're not going to set it up for you. So just keep that in mind. We'll mess with that in a moment. I've never messed with the Omega. I think I may have messed with an Easy Flash a long time ago, but yeah, we'll check this out in a second. But yeah, they didn't tell me what they were like. They told me they were sending me a Game Boy Advance. They just didn't tell me what it was going to look like or anything like that. But I know what the mods are. So let's take a look at what they sent me. They asked me like what I like, and I'm pretty sure I know the direction they went. But let's see. The heck? What is? I'm behind a camera. I couldn't see. Okay, I had to peek around. Final Fantasy 6. Hells yeah. Okay. That is cool. So if you go on their website, they sell tons of different setups, but what's unique with this is not just the theme. Like I love Final Fantasy, all the old school retro Final Fantasy games, but so they set that up for me. They know I like Final Fantasy, so it was a discussion we had. I just didn't know what it was going to look like. But I know the mods. So they put a high Speedio V2 LCD screen in here, and we'll demonstrate all the mods in a second. They put a Game Boy Advance accelerator in here, Robot Retro battery module. So we have a whole little battery module in there, USB-C for charging. You could buy all these mods separate and do it yourself if you have a Game Boy Advance, or you could just have them build one for you. We also have the Robot Retro Flex amp, so the speaker is like crazy loud. And then we also have the Handheld Legend Retro Glow LED kit, which is their own mod that they created, which is a very crazy, um, like it lights up all the buttons, and it's kind of weird on how you have to like manipulate things. I've been watching videos on how to do it, but okay, let's power this thing on. Got the volume all the way off, but okay, there we go. So I don't know what's going on with these buttons here, but that's just, I think, the basic or the user color option there. But there's a bunch of different ways you could set up these lights. So let me take this plastic off. They had a little plastic on there. We don't have a cartridge in there, but I do have a few carts. So let's mess with that. Got a Mario Pinball Land, Yoshi Topsy Turvy. This one's like motion controls. Let's throw that in there. So, whoa, that is freaking loud, dude. That like, there's too many mods in this thing, to be honest with you. You probably don't want all these mods. It's too much. It's like gonna drain the battery like crazy. Holy crap, dude. Let me lower it. This is loud. This is freaking nuts, dude. Oh crap. Okay, so this like you're like tilting it. I don't know how to play this game. The screen looks nice, so let me turn the volume down. That's freaking too much, dude. But okay, the LCD, if you hold select, you could press L to lower the brightness, R to increase it. So you get some better battery life if you lower a lot of this stuff. You can also decrease the brightness of the buttons as well with the retro glow. But there's that. Oh, let's mess with the accelerator. So you know what? Like, I don't know how to play this game. This game's all like motion controls and like weird stuff, but let me turn that off. Okay, a little Donkey Kong Land. The only reason I wanted to jump into this was to check and see using the Game Boy accelerator, which just like it accelerates the Game Boy. So you hit, let me double check. So you hold start and you could hear the music is like faster. It boosted it. It's freaking nuts. And now I put it back to normal. Obviously, since it's a Game Boy game, hitting the triggers does that. So there we go. I boosted it again. I think I can go even faster. Or maybe I only have a couple speeds. I'm not sure. But this can mess up your game, though. No, maybe I just have the 2 speeds. I think this one might have been only set up with 2 speeds. But there you go. It's freaking boosted. So it's like your game is on crack, essentially, is what it's doing. It works for Game Boy Advance games as well. If you use a flash cart and you do that, it may just like crash everything. So I didn't want to try it with the Easy Flash. Oh, crap. Okay, let's try the Easy Flash now. So I have no clue why it's doing this, but it says micro SD card initial error. I have a micro SD card in there with a bunch of games, but on the Game Boy Advance here, it's just always showing that. If I pop it into my Analog Pocket, it works just fine without me doing anything else. It just works. So I don't know what the deal is. It's just being picky on the Game Boy Advance. So who cares? I'm just bypassing the Easy Flash Omega. But before we go, let me try to mess with this retro glow thing. So if we hold select and we press right, it's going to put us into like editing mode. And then if we hit it again, we get into select mode for our color options. So right now we're in like user mode. And if we hit it again, I think we're in rainbow mode is what that is. Where it's just like changing different colors. And then there's tons of options. You could change the brightness, the hue, how fast it goes, all that. It's fairly complicated, like going through all these options. There's videos and tutorials on how to do it. But once you get it down, it's pretty simple. So that's rainbow. I think if you do it again, it's fairy mode where each color like twinkles or each button twinkles a different color. This looks all right. So there's that. It looks pretty slick. Then you do it again, and it's solid color mode where everything's a solid color, but you could change it, you know, that kind of thing. And that's it. You go back, and then you're to the user selected mode where you could just edit each button to a different color. But yeah, if you're interested, Handheld Legend, you can buy pre-modded systems with all these different mods in it, or you could buy the mods yourself and do it yourself. But there you go. Check them out. Link down below. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.